Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still your homeboy, King Comrade. Yes, if you are in a relationship, you need to be very careful. Don't use material things to scare your partner away. It is very bad. In this video, I want you to watch now. A wife used material things to scare her husband away, which is very bad. To contribute a lot in your relationship to make it work. You have to make your partner to always feel good of himself and not to be using material things to scare your partner away. It is very bad. The man left the wife because the wife loved material things. So watch the video.
Answers. Since you asked if you can help with something, yes you can. I want to ask you some questions, and the confused cleaner says, questions? To me? And the girl calmly says, it's been a long time that I know Rodrigo and I never heard of you. How long are you going out with him? And the cleaning lady, not understanding what is happening, answers, going out with Rodrigo? And the girl answers again, yes, I saw this morning you were very close together. At that moment Rodrigo comes into the room and walks towards the cleaning lady and gives her a kiss on the cheek and says, what are you doing here, Mayara? And Mayara replies, I was just talking to her, and asked what kind of relationship she has with you. And Rodrigo answers, Mayara, any questions you have, you can ask me, you don't have to bother Maria in any way, and just so you are aware and don't ask anything else, Maria is my girlfriend, okay? Confused Mayara says, girlfriend? Look at the way she is dressed and the position she holds, a simple cleaning lady who cleans things. Look at the image that you are passing to Rodrigo's company, a cleaning lady, shame on you. Mayara then answers, I am his ex-wife, and it seems that he is suffering to find a better person, right? At this point the angry cleaning lady goes to Mayara that has exceeded all limits. Rodrigo then grabs her by the arm and says, calm down Maria, let me solve this. Rodrigo then speaks again, Mayara, Maria will work in our company from the lowest to the highest position, and it's not because she is my girlfriend that I will put her in a higher position. I want her to rise through the ranks, passing each step with merit, and we have many plans for the future. Rodrigo then kisses her and says, my love, you don't have to do everything, let someone else do it. At this moment Mayara says, alright then, I will call you for a dinner at home, it will be simple, only I and my boyfriend will be there. And Rodrigo answers, alright Mayara, we will be there. And Mayara says, good, I hope you will be there, because it will be a memorable night, just confirm with this cleaning lady and tell me. Mayara then leaves the room and Rodrigo starts to get angry, until he says to Maria, it's a good thing she is gone, I can't take it anymore. And the confused cleaning lady says, what do you mean? I don't understand what is going on and why you are using me like this. And Rodrigo explains, look, Maria, I am sorry for doing that, but I am going through a very complicated phase with my ex-wife and I had no choice but to do that. Maria then says, yeah, but why did you have to do that to me? And Rodrigo says, Maria, my ex-wife is going back and forth with her boyfriend, and I was very lost and became desperate to find someone and show that I had someone else with me and was not suffering. I know I shouldn't have done that to you, I'm sorry. Maria then says, let me get this straight, you want me to solve a problem for you? I think you're too old for that, aren't you? Rodrigo desperately answers, I just ask you to pretend once that you are my girlfriend, at least until tonight at dinner, please, that's all I ask. And Maria indignantly replies, this is a bit inconvenient, but what's in it for me? Rodrigo then replies, but what do you want to gain? Maria then says, so, I want you to move me up in this company, how about it? And Rodrigo replies, that's not how things work Maria, I can't do that. And Rodrigo replies, okay, I'll try to find a position in the kitchen or something for you, okay? And Maria answers, no sir, I have a degree in business administration, I can be much more useful working in the office than in the kitchen Rodrigo. And Rodrigo replies, there is no position available in the office at this time, Maria. And Maria says, so if there is no position, there is no deal. Rodrigo then speaks, you have to have experience in the area, Maria. You have to have the knowledge and good recommendations. That's not how it works. Maria then speaks, how do you want me to have experience if you don't give me opportunities? You have to help me too. Rodrigo then speaks, okay then, I will talk to the people around me to try to get something for you, okay? At this moment Maria jumps for joy and even tries to take advantage of the situation and says, I cannot go dressed like this, if you understand me. Rodrigo innocent then says, okay, you can go home and put your best clothes, and she says, the problem is that I have no clothes to wear, and he says, Maria, is just you buy some nice clothes then, and she responds, I don't have the money to buy fancy clothes for such a special dinner, as you know, my position is too low to have money for these things. At this moment Rodrigo takes his jacket in his hand and says, look Maria, here is $600, take this money and buy yourself some fancy clothes. Maria then leaves the room, and anxious Rodrigo sits in his chair and becomes very reflective. It is possible to rest on any pain of any misfortune, except on repentance. In repentance, there is no rest or peace, and so it is the greatest or most bitter of all misfortunes. Hours later, Maria comes out of her house wearing a beautiful red dress, and Rodrigo shows up in a nice car to pick her up. Rodrigo then responds, you were magnificent, really are very beautiful, impressive, and Maria responds, you see right my boss, there is no ugly woman, there is the woman who does not earn well. Rodrigo then says, you're very funny. Maria then says, come on, what are you waiting for? Rodrigo then answers, Maria, first we need to talk and adjust a few things, you need to get into character so it doesn't look like it's all a lie, okay? Maria then says, okay, what else do you want to know about me? And Rodrigo answers, I want to know more about your story, how you ended up in the city and what you do for a living, your hobbies. And Maria answers, so Mr. Rodrigo, my life is a little difficult, I struggle a lot every day. Rodrigo then asks, and your family, how is it? Maria then answers, my father abandoned me when I was little and my mother died when I was only 7 years old, she died of cancer, and I went to the orphanage, until one day that an aunt of mine wanted to adopt me, and then the husband of my aunt came on to me and I decided to return to the orphanage. I thought it was the best choice, but now I always try to see the positive side of everything, you know, and I try to forget this story. Wow, you don't even know what you are talking about, you must have come from a cradle of gold. Rodrigo then laughs and says, people look at me and think I came from a golden cradle, but it's not like that, I am here because of my efforts. When I was very young my parents died in a car accident and I have been very hungry and had to eat garbage food to support myself. Today I am where I am because I fought hard, and I really wanted to have a sincere friendship and a real relationship. People approach me for what I have and not for what I am. It's very complicated. Maria then apologizes to Rodrigo and they go towards the meeting. He is certainly very anxious, because he will meet his ex-wife and doesn't know how he will deal with this. Minutes later, Mayara appears with her boyfriend talking at a bar table until Rodrigo arrives with Maria and sits at the table. At this moment Mayara says, wow, but you really came? And Maria says, of course I did, I support my boyfriend in everything. Mayara then says, poise, my fiancé also supports me, right Yago? Stop messing with that phone. Yago then speaks, baby, don't do that, I need to make a call from the company. Yago then gets up from the table, picks up his phone, and walks away, and Mayara goes after him, while Maria and Rodrigo mock the situation. Yago then is on the phone and Mayara keeps pestering him until Yago gets stressed and speaks, Mayara, please, I am on a serious call here, and I left my meeting to meet with your ex-husband, spare me. Mayra then says, Get it over with, Yago, and let's sit at the table. Mayara then comes back to the table and Rodrigo says, "Is everything okay, Mayara?" And Mayara says, "Everything is fine, he is just taking care of some things in his company." She then picks up Yago's phone again, making him stressed, and he speaks angrily. "I'm tired of this, Mayara. Everything has to be your way. You can't stand it." And Mayara says, "You have to give me attention. Every time it's like this and you stay only on this cell phone and don't even talk to me." Yago then says, "You know what? I'm tired of you, bye." Mayara then says, "Then get out of here soon." At this moment Rodrigo and Maria are scared and decide to leave. Mayara then grabs his hand and says, "Rodrigo, don't go. It's rare that we are together." Rodrigo with a lot of anger says, "Shut up, Mayara. All your life you only wanted my money, and wanted to use me and deceive me. I got tired of this. I got tired of you. You are in the company until today because you are a good employee, but I got tired. I don't want you in my life." Mayara then gets very sad and says, Rodrigo then gives the coup de grace, "I'm tired of you. You just want my money. I hate you. Enough of crying and pretending. I'm leaving here now." Mayara then regrets and says, "You cannot do this to me." Minutes later Rodrigo apologizes for everything Maria has been through and asks her out, because he was very enchanted with her and wanted to have a more intimate and sincere thing with her, and she agrees and says they can try together to be happy in a real and sincere relationship. "Girl, you are sincere as love, is as beautiful as a flower, is as wonderful as a rose. You are a star illuminating my heart. You are a song that feeds my passion. You took over my heart." What do you guys think? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to like it and share it with your family and friends. The thing is that love gives us a ringside seat on somebody else's flaws, so of course you're gonna spot some things that kinda need to be mentioned. But often the romantic view is to say, if you loved me, you wouldn't criticize me. Actually, true love is often about trying to teach someone how to be the best version of themselves.